fun, but it featured, like, this stupid-ass thing. It had something to do with them playing football, I remember that. And then it was just like
Football!
It was just like a huge musical number that went on for like 5 minutes or something crazy. And it was just, at some point I was just like, holy crap, no one finds this funny, why are you doing this?
Family Guy funny moments only on Battle Craze.
Like, it was genuinely this sort of strange thing of like, who in their right mind was actually, like, enjoying that?
I don't know if it was one of the episodes where Seth MacFarlane was working on the show, because he definitely has an interest in fucking music.
I can understand that to an extent, but it was just sort of weird. It was just like, what if I changed the concept of the show from a comedy to a musical? It's like, what if you didn't do that? Anyway, we're streaming now.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the wait.
Yes, that's my fault again. At least I assume we're streaming.
Yes, we are live. I am just gonna view the stuff from the stream, so everything's easier, and I don't sound like I'm coming out of a tin can.
Yep. I should have grabbed a link and posted it elsewhere.
I did that ahead of time.
Oh, I gotta post it in my chat at least.
Ah.
But, oh, and also actually boot up the Twitch so I could see what people are saying in it. That would be helpful. There are people here. Hot dang. That means that I get to talk about this. This is very impromptu. Like, we decided to do this, like, yesterday. So...
Oh, we didn't do introductions. Do we do introductions, or does everybody know us at this point?
That's what I was gonna get into that. I was like, I was explaining why this is such a mess, or this is probably gonna be kind of silly, because... Yeah. We just kind of decided, hey, we wanted to show off some of this stuff because the update's coming pretty soon. Anyway, I should get to introductions instead. Hello, I'm Dr. Calixo, I coded the game. This is Janice.
And I made the images for the game.
And designed everything.
And... Yes. Well, not like everything to a T.
90% of it, I'd say.
Yes. And, with our last Ikemen update, afterwards we were planning on being a little bit more open with like our development stuff, like not doing like the usual video game thing of like hiding a character and then like having like a reveal trailer, but like instead, like over the course of the development of that character, we like show a little bit of progress like every now and then.
Yeah, so it's far less secretive, I think, just because I just to be straight, just the smallness of the project. We don't really have the means of building up hype that much, at least at the way we're going right now. But as fun as it was, I feel like it'd be much better just to actually just tell people, like, hey, this is what you're getting. Show people off what we're working on and what. So this update is fairly huge, and I'm not even sure where we're going to start. I might just go down first the 4 new characters that are previously Side K, although I should probably start with this. Hey, we changed the character select. It was kind of cumbersome. It was weird to try to figure out where the button was to change your side. So instead now the sides are just like these little slots. So thumbs up, that's easier now. Side K has been officially implemented as not a strange bonus character thing, but as Side S. Side K is still an aesthetical choice that you can get to, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, so Side S is now officially, there are now 3 sides for every character.
You're officially Melty Blood now. Melty Blood actress again, at least.
I don't know if we've officially decided on whether or not any upcoming characters we'll ship with their side S's, but we do plan on eventually having everyone have a side S so that there's all three, because it was originally just kind of a bonus thing, and we just kind of decided we liked it enough to have three of them. So
Yeah.
there is that. And there are, as you could probably see on the sidebar, a few aesthetical remakes.
Essentially.
Pretty much. One of them's new because Side S Justicia was not a thing before, or Side K, depending on how you view it. So, Janice, do you want to explain the new characters? At least,
So,
Tarania?
Tarania was, Tarania was Justicia's alter ego after she took a break from the Ultra Wrestling Federation back in her past. She instead joined the BWF, or the Blood Wrestling Federation, in order to know what it was like to feel like a heel. It's quite obviously her, and this idea originated from T, I think?
I think it was actually mine, but it was a collectively... T came up with the idea of doing a heel wrestler as Side K, and then we switched the Side S, so it was the actual characters and not all of the call golems, which then meant that Justicia would be a heel, so we were like, oh, we have to do something about that. So, yes, Tarania.
Yeah, a little bit of Justicia's past is back to haunt her.
And honestly, that kind of snowballed, because that led to the creation of two other Evil Sherm-like characters. By the way, Evil Sherm is Side S now, which is just throwing me the hell off, and I hate it. But, so the old Side K is now Side L, and the now four alter ego characters, as they are, although some of them are actually just different characters, those are all on Side S now, for consistency's sake. The next one up is Creeper.
Creeper is, or Quasar's Reaper, is a bootleg version of the Reaper unit that was activated sometime prior to the events of this game. They are created by Quasars, a underground operations group whose actions are completely unknown, but what is known is that Creeper is in beta, because there is a B at the end of their name, and also Creeper just kind of broke out of the facility. He wanted to prove that he was strong, as in he's just projecting against everybody else and the world.
Indeed. This is basically just Side K Reaper. The only difference is
with
that...
a lot of different aesthetics.
Yeah, a lot of new aesthetical updates, but it's just the same old. Although, a lot of balances have been made in this update too, so there might be a little bit of difference. And then the last one is another character that was formerly just a Side K, but is now a new character, essentially, in Side S, and that is Robo Sagumi.
Robo Sagumi is not made by like a corporation like Biocore or Craze. She comes from faraway island deep inside the Pacific Ocean, or should I say underground in the Pacific Ocean. She is a part of a race called the Automatus, which are mechanical/organic beings, and Robo Sagumi decides to take off from her home to achieve her one and tried and true dream of becoming a pop star.
Indeed. And, again, it's... Actually, I think this character has changed the most in terms of just balancing. There's a lot of stuff that went into her moves. But, aside from that, we... aside from that, I'm going to choke on food. We have 4 new Side S characters. Justicia or Tarania, Ajit, Baxter, and Bernie. Which means everybody
Start
has
with Ajit.
their 3 sides. So,
You want to drink some water?
Yeah, let me do that real quick.
Ajit. Get ready, keep it clean, and break.
Oh yeah, we also now have a stage preview on the stage select screen. Thank you, Meldo.
Yes. Took advantage of Eichmann's stage select preview feature. So, Side SG. He's actually not finished. He's missing 3 of his supers. But, he's one of the last things that needs updating. So yes, this is not actually a complete update. This is not a thing where we're going to release this tonight. But it is going to be very soon, I would say within a week. Because I think we've got pretty much everything we need. Just need to compile it together.
Yes.
Actually, no, there's one thing we do need. But anyway, Side SG. The gimmick with Side SG is aside from these 2 buttons, everything is different. His standing light kick, standing heavy punch, standing heavy kick, although that doesn't look different, it is different. Close strong punch, close strong kick. Oh yeah, this is also the same. Again, this looks the same, but it's actually different. Because I forgot about that, we have another thing going on with the G, but command normal, me booting up the notepad to find out what it is. It's in the game, isn't it?
Viper Fang.
Viper Fang?
Yeah.
And Fierce Tusk, which is a 2-hit overhead. So,
Hopefully the second hit is overhead, not the first.
yes, of course. Hopefully that's the only thing that's overhead and not anything else by accident. I have a fun habit of doing that. If you notice his little lotus petals glowing there, don't worry about that. Actually, you know what? I'll just go ahead and get into that. Every time in this
Yes,
side,
please.
Ajit lands a hit, any successful hit at all, he gains a stack up to like 50. And for every stack, his C-Techs and his specials give a little more gauge on hit. The specials start with 0, but then they gradually get like a little bit of a gauge on hit, and then the C-Tech just gets just more and more, so. He doesn't get any damage bonuses off it, but he does start to build gauge a lot faster as the match goes on. And because he has a lot of multi-hit attacks, he can build those stacks up pretty quickly. So, his Craze technique is Solar Burst. We actually might have a little more to do to make this interesting. But, because I think we're going to implement something akin to like Sherm Seidel's dash out of his not focus attack, or it just might be some sort of feint. Either way, he'll be able to cancel it, which he can't do that right now. Why did that just happen?
Huh.
That was weird. Anyway. But yeah, this is just a chargeable move that causes a tumble if you get it a little bit charged, and a wall bounce if you get it a lot charged. It's not got any armor or anything like that, but it is like 6 frames, like 6 active frames, and it does a lot of guard damage. So,
Dang.
yeah. It's essentially a mini focus attack. He has 4 specials, and they're all pretty out there. Quarter circle forward is Lion's Pounce, which is another overhead. He leaps up and does an overhead, and if you hold down the punch button, he holds it out, and then does it as soon as he gets near the ground, or whenever you let go. damage, and I believe also makes it easier to fall off of. Yep. There is also Cobra Lunge, which is a dive kick. That's kind of all you need to know about that one. It's a plus on hit, so you can follow up on that. Although, oh yes, it is actually minus if you don't space it properly. So, get it pretty low, you're like 0. Get it high, you're like -6. So
Can you Tiger Knee it?
No. It has a height restriction because it's an overhead.
Ah. So he has 3 overheads. Ooh.
Yeah, he's pretty overhead heavy. He's also got some lows.
Mayhem.
So the thing about him is you'll notice that he has no range. Like, he's got movement, but no projectiles. So he can actually...
How does one get in?
Well, that would be with his Fiery Dance special, which is sort of a stance. Command dash.
Command dash, yes.
So it has 4 follow-ups. Light Punch is Shiva Knuckle. Strong Punch is Reverse Shiva Knuckle. Light Kick is Fiery Illusion. And Strong Kick is Garuda's Trip. This move totally didn't exist before this, I promise. But it has very interesting applications. And then there is... Oh, yes! He has ATP, but not a traditional one. He has a launching somersault kick. I think you can follow up on this. Actually, no, but it does make a decent follow-up opportunity on Nancy here. So I think...
I think that's good.
Yep. And strong kick version is invincible. So it is kind of like a command flash kick, really. But... And also, again, hits twice. So it could be pretty interesting. The only super he's got coded right now is down forward punch, Lion's Cascade. Which is just sort of a mini Ranbu. And that is kind of it for him at the minute. But we do have the other ones planned out, so he should be done pretty soon here.
Mind spoiling the audience on what those supers may be?
Well, there's a level 2 version of this, so it's just that with more hits, basically. And then there will be a level 3 with a, it's a big AoE reversal, basically. And then there's another level 1, and I might have lied that we had planned out, but we do have ideas, so. By the way, very, offensive character. Very rushdown oriented, but not a lot of range. So,
You may have noticed that this Ajit does not have any firepower.
Oh, that's right,
For the
yes.
most part.
He is without fire.
I almost got the idea of giving him the side S treatment somehow, but I'll probably like save it and see where development goes from there. I won't make any promises on it.
I'm gonna try to spitfire some changes, so because I've been definitely kicking the heels a little bit on this one. But regular Jeet actually had some normal changes. He's a different crouching strong punch, a different far strong kick. I didn't show off Side S's air normals, which is actually kind of an important distinction with them, but you will see for yourself. If you like CC's air normals, you're gonna like his.
I went for the effort of respriting 2 of Ajit's normals because when I first started it like 2 years ago, I wasn't really satisfied with the result. I was still figuring things out when I was making Ajit, since he was, again, the first character made for Battle Craze.
Side L now has access to Cobra Gatling. And you can follow up on his. Does less damage, of course. He also has...
Over
EX
minigun.
Yes. Which, you can't follow that up, but it gives you plenty of opportunity, kind of like Reaper's Throw, to, set up something. And much like the, his other EXs, you know, it builds up his meter, or his, passive, so it does more damage. So, Saito should feel a lot more complete now with those changes in. Sagumi didn't get any major changes, I don't think. We reworked how her sweep works a little bit, and then organized how some of her damage is on her specials to give them all some more purpose. The really big one we did was, you can now follow up on this one. Seemed, we thought Seidel was like a little underrepresented, so decided to give her a little something to make her stand out a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, her sweep got changed up a lot, actually. It should be a lot less effective at just low profiling everything, but it is also more safe if you space it out. Sherm? Oh, actually, there's one thing that Sherm changed on. That looks different now. It actually hits in the air. And it looks like an overhead, so...
Now it... Because it was supposed to always be an overhead.
Yeah, we kind of went through some weird phases with this move, but... Actually... Oh, another interesting thing is, it's kind of hard for me to show it off, but... Oh, wow, that actually worked. He has a mid-hitbox, afterwards for, like, 4 frames. So... And that's mostly, like, a meanie thing, but... Yep. Nothing else to note of that. Evil Sherm. Evil Sherm got a little bit of stuff, mostly just like Tatsu. You can follow that up.
Like Akuma?
Yes. Oh yeah, Seidel, we just reworked how the, we gave more purpose to light and strong, donkey kick. And, oh, what do we do here? Yeah, so yeah, this one now launches, but it's unsafe on block. This one's, safe on block. That's a -3.
Stream, maybe?
Hmm?
A little bit choppy?
Yo. Yo.
I thought it was just something on my end, but Iasme said something.
My ISV has been giving me trouble lately. Drop the bitrate a little bit. This is very frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's coming back. I guess let me know if, yeah. It seems like...
Send me the build, maybe?
You think you can stream it?
Maybe. When I stream stuff through Discord, I don't think I, like, really got any complaints on that front.
This is very frustrating. Let's see. That wouldn't be it, would it? Let's close some things. No. Alright, how are we feeling? What are we looking like right now?
Okay, it's being more consistent this time.
Spoke too soon?
Yes.
Oh my god.
How could this happen to us?
It's looking... Oh god. And then it drops down to 300. Oh my god. I am so sorry. This might be what we have to deal with. At the very least, it does seem like it's probably fine. The crit rate is a lot lower now, but let's see what happens. So,
Okay, back on track. We go through everything with Evil Shroom.
okay, cool. Well, it didn't change much.
Just one that he had like one really teeny tiny change.
I mean, there's a bunch. Like, he actually changed a little bit, but nothing that I feel like really need to get into. It's like his level 3 does more damage. Slow Super does a little less damage because Inside Out, due to the only thing that's worth noting is that if you charge his Ground Slam Inside Out, the opponent gets pulled in a little bit. I think the old Side K version did that, but we decided Side L could use a little bit of something to pull in.
Yeah.
Actually, so first I'll show off what just got done adding to Reaper,
Break!
which is this spiffy new command normal. If you like Reaper,
If you like Kava from the Under Night Inbirth series, as well as apparently Project M.
Firing!
oh jeez.
Firing!
So yes, this is just basically if you want a soft knockdown that you can cancel into a special. It helps you a little better for ending your combos and
Getting that Oki.
getting that setup.
Firing!
Cancelable on hit, or?
Yep,
Okay, just making sure.
absolutely. Also, you get a really cool floor splat because floor splats are legit.
Stand down!
Or splats are indeed cool.
Creeper gets this as well, but he only gets the fast variant that you get from canceling out a hit pause, which is a mid. So don't get too
Do
excited.
not want to give this character a standing overhead.
Yeah, we just decided Creeper has enough overheads. So yeah, this character has not really changed much outside of all the aesthetic changes. He has a new voice now. I don't know if you'd recognize who the VA is. It's nobody. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, like some person called like Professor Calypso or something.
Yeah, something stupid. Sounds like a made-up name.
Made Nim Wu, Zombie Kanji.
Oh, that's right, yes. He has new Strong Punch animations, which actually are just new attacks.
Essentially, yeah.
They
So,
don't-
like,
They don't perform too differently, but like this one actually gives them a little more momentum on the person he hits.
yeah, so, like, Reaper Side S, Reaper Side C has, like, projectiles for the strong punch. Reaper Side L has, like, disjoints, and Creeper just has, like, physical attacks.
Also, you waste everything. It's a neat little thing for you. Other than that, pretty much the same as Side K. But, you know, it was a nice opportunity to make something interesting. Because we just really liked doing the quote-unquote new characters like Evil Sherm. It's been a lot of fun to do those, so...
Yeah.
So, I skipped over Robo Sagumi.
Is her voice... I take it that her new voice isn't in yet.
Yes, so Terania and Robo Sagumi have new voices, but they're not implemented yet in this build. That's like the next thing in line for me, because I just got done editing all of Creeper sprites. So, the voices for them is going to be a little strange at the minute, but gameplay-wise, Terania is pretty much mostly done. I might not show off the level 3 because that one still needs new sounds, and it looks really weird without sounds.
Better put on a good show.
Piranha is being reprised by Nico Vargas, and Robo Sugumi is being reprised by Su Ling-chan.
Yes. I haven't actually heard the new voice acting yet, but I assume it's great.
Yes, both did an excellent job.
So, her new command normal is the thing I should boot up a text file for. Yeah, Tenacious Tenderizer. Which is...
Just the lariat.
Just a big hook punch. Uses the lariat animation, but it's really just a big punch. Which is beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's her only real command normal. Her trait, which I should get into first, is when she starts getting lower health, she starts taking less damage. Except from throws, she takes slightly bit more.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. No, it actually... It got changed so it's actually more or less kind of normal damage, but it's a little bit more.
Yeah, when she got grabbed by Wallace with his level 3,
If she got grabbed at all before, she was basically dead. But she actually gets some, basically guts, where, like, a little health, she's actually much harder to kill. But a throw does normal damage to her, so kind of invalidates that. Her Craze technique is actually a series of stances, or movements that lead into one stance. Standoff? Actually, I forget if you even named these or not. I think I named these?
I think I named them. I just don't remember where I put the names. Voice lines? Yeah, it's probably in voice lines. It's so much harder when they write the actual wiki pages, which I'll get to this week. Get to the wiki pages this week. After I'm done spriting, a bonus for Game Maker.
Ah, yes. Either way, I don't know if these names are finalized, but she does have 3 different mobility options. Well, she has a stance, which has a hit armor. She has a command version of her, or a C-Tech version of her roll dodge, because she doesn't have the normal one that the one that leads into the senton from side C and side L. And then these, and then she can chain them together. And they all lead back to the default stance, which has armor, but only during this pose. And then she has 4 follow-ups?
Yes.
Technically, these are also follow-ups, but yes, she has
Shoot!
a throw.
Demon's DDT!
Indeed. She has Throne of Injustice.
An HBO Max.
I feel like I've had this cough built up in my throat this entire time I've been speaking, and it's killing me. I don't know what's going on. She can just cancel it, which you can actually do these from the movements as well, so you don't have to go into the stance. But
Shoot!
so she's got a little bit of finesse to what she does, and she also has Power Slide.
Power Slide!
It's Power Slide.
I don't play Streets of Rage 4, but to people who like Streets of Rage 4, you're welcome.
I very much appreciate it. She has a modified version of Revolution Slash from Side L.
Let's go!
It's
Just now, Tyranny Slash.
Slash!
This one doesn't pull in, it just kind of pushes out. It's not really a strong suit, but you could charge the heavy version,
Slash! Let's go!
which does all sorts of neat things in terms of it making it more plus on block or less minus, better guard damage, stuff like that.
Let's go!
Oh, it is plus 2 on block. Oof. Another change, this is actually applied to all three Justicias for Toronto, is that's a hit now.
Rising Knee is now a hit, which is probably a lot more optimal for combos.
And if you press kick at any point during that, if you hit,
Gotcha!
it goes into Meteor Clutch.
Yes.
It's immune to air attacks, but on the ground it's just kind of whatever. Not a big deal. We can handle it. So her half circle back punch is still a command throw, but it is not a damaging one. Which, that sounds pretty bad, right?
Slam Masters! It's the Devil's Whip.
And of course you can chain into it.
Gotcha!
Her level 1 is Lights Out.
Hands off!
Which again, the voice acting makes it seem a little weird, but we do have new lines recorded for them. We just haven't put them in yet. She has a level 1 throw super.
Better sell this!
Defining Testament.
And then, something else that's new. I wrote the wrong command down, apparently. Her level 2 is just a level 2 version of her throw super.
And it's pretty special. I think T offered the idea for this one.
Yep. So that's actually unique to this character in terms of we don't have a level 2 throw special yet, so that's pretty fun. And then a level 3 again. I'm not willing to show it off yet, but
Come on, if it's gonna get changed, we might as well have like something that documents its existence, right?
it looks very weird because it has no sound. But basically, level 3 is it's more of a standard level 3 in that it's a reversal with quick startup, in which she sprays poison mist.
Poison.
The opponent kind of blacks out and then wakes up to see themselves being elbow dropped onto. And so, the nice thing, of course, is that it's the only Justicia that can actually chain into a level 3.
I accidentally made her previous level 3 a Shun Gokusatsu.
It kind of is, yeah. It kind of got buffed into that. So I do believe that is all. I'm happy with how it looks. It needs sounds to make it really kind of work.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, again, you can play as the old Psyche characters, but they just sound like normal characters now. So, Boundary
Yeah.
also needs some new voice lines that have been recorded.
When recorded, they need to get re-recorded because there's like little like popping in them, and I'm still waiting on those.
Let's see.
Let's take some.
So,
This will persevere.